Hello and welcome back to another little Geeky Reviews. This time we are going to go through the 4th Doctor's 1970s set. So this set comprised of the 4th Doctor, the Brigadier, and also the Auton. Now the 4th Doctor, I remember that this was a reuse of the 3rd Doctor's body from, I think it was the Carnival of Monsters. So really I know that his head can actually pop off on this one as well. If you give it a little bump, little tug, it's on one of them little ball pops. In fact, while his head's off, it's going to be a bit weird. So the jacket on this one as well, usually these jackets are quite stiff, but this one is really soft and malleable, so you can actually swap this off if you didn't want it on. But this was from the talons of Wing Chiang, wasn't it, where he used this jacket. So detail, while I've got this in my hands, yes, it's all quite pliable and stuff, but it's got this these little check marks and even the little motif, little tie-ups there going up and down each side. It's got the overall like lapel type of piece, what would you call it, like a cloak type of thing going over as well. The Doctor's head sculpt itself, so it's got a little wash going over his hair there as well. I always have a little thing, I don't know whether it's because of the paint applications, because I doubt they do resculpts, because I'm always like, is this really looking like him? I've seen ones, head sculpts, that really look like him more. So I'm always a bit like, oof. The thing is, with the actual body itself, this waistcoat has been a resculpt as well, because from the 3rd Doctor's he had these like shirt ruffles, so that's been removed and he's put, it's just from the collar, it's the same collar, so the ruffles come from the middle down, so it's kind of just been blobbed in. If you look at the tie itself, you see it doesn't meet at the top, just the red, the maroon colour's just been blobbed in, and the waistcoat itself, it hasn't got the buttons highlighted in or anything either. Articulation, so we know his head pops off and it does move left to right. His arms twist 360, he's got the bicep, the ball joint on the elbow, the hand twist. While we're at the hands, they've used the same hands as the 3rd Doctor as well, and gave it a repaint just over the hands to make them look like gloves. But you can see the 3rd Doctor's ring underneath it. So he does twist round the waist, thigh twist, knee joint, and then what the hell's that? So a boot that's been painted to look like trousers. I know there was an absolute beef all over the internet when this was released, thinking that there's that many legs on figures that you could have reused, and you'd had to go and use ones that were like boots and just repaint and shape the boots in with the black paint. It just looks crap, basically. So, a few months later, B&M re-released the whole set altogether. Now this time, his jacket, well, his waistcoat, has been repainted to more of a brown colour. But they have reused and different legs now, and now he's got the accurate trousers than them bloody riding boots on instead. I think other than the waistcoat, and now he's got the trousers, everything else, I think it's more of a burgundy on the jacket, where this one has got more brown, burnt type of umber texture in it. This one now is more wine colour as well. So little subtle variations on it there from the top, but then a massive change for the actual legs. So the Autumn, so the first release, and then a couple of months later it was released again. There is no changes in these releases. You'll notice that it's we've seen this base body before on like Captain Jack Harkness. It's just been added the cravats in. Nice waxy type of look, obviously with it being an Autumn and a mannequin, and they've done that dark wash in the mouth and also the eye sockets as well, and even into the lug holes of it, so to make it really like look garish and stand out. But he's in this like flight bomber jacket. They've still got the open hands, but without more of the textures. I know on its original release it had all like the little circuit textures and the buttons inside. This one now has just got like a flat blue with the silver gun peeping out of the hand. Articulation, left and right on the head, 360 on the arm. It doesn't have a bicep twist, just a ball joint on the elbow. Hand twist, waist twist. The legs can splay out for the splits, go back and forth, and also a ball joint on the knee. And then the last one we come to is the Brigadier. Now again, they have reused this head before on a different set. The head was reused from the Claws of Axos set. It did have a lot more detail in with the badge. It had like the unit badge there, but now it's just like a grey circle. He did have a badge as well on his shoulder, but again, B&M budgets. This is the Captain Jack base figure, reused again, because over the lapel, well, just underneath, over the pocket there, where he's got all his coloured badges, you can just see the RAF badge underneath it, where they just repainted over. He comes with his little, though, cravat, rather than the shirt and tie. But again, it's like this is like a sandy brown type of colour. But then he was re-released, obviously the whole set was re-released, and he was brought out into more like a deserty sand type of colour. So I'll just put them both together so you can just see the variations of the colours. Other than the colours, it's the exact same figure. They've got the rope also, just, it's not moulded rope or anything, it's just a red stripe going around to represent the rope going round there. But he's got all his little badges on his lapels. Articulation, left and right on the head, 360 on the arms, ball joint, hand, waist, legs splay out like the Autumn, back and forth, knee joint as well. So there you go, guys, there is my little 1970s Doctors set. So let me know your thoughts on this. Did you pick up the first set? Were you a bit miffed as well and ended up going out to buy the second set? Or are you just one of them collectors that actually like to get both variations when they do come out as well? While you are there, do the usual with the like, subs, and tickle that little bell notification. But thanks for checking in on this one, and I will see you on the next. Take care.